everyone, thanks so much for clicking on this video. I've been waiting to film this for a little while. I needed to make sure that I had a reason to be wearing makeup, so I've just filmed another makeup tutorial, which you can click here if you want to watch that one. But now that I've got makeup on, I'm able to film this video. This is going to be a reactions video, so I'm going to be reacting to somebody else doing their makeup. I've seen these floating around on YouTube a little bit with hairdressers reacting to people doing their own hair and things like that. So I'm going to do a reactions video. You've all met Charlie before. Charlie was in my challenge video. So I did a hair challenge video and a makeup challenge video with her. So I'll link those up here as well for you to go and have a look in case you don't know who I'm talking about. So Charlie has filmed and sent me over some videos of her doing her own makeup. Now, these have just been sat on the iPad for quite a while. I've not looked at them or anything like that because I didn't want to ruin this video. So I'm really excited. Charlie is not a makeup artist. She is a hairdresser, but she's not a makeup artist. So it'll be interesting to see how she does her own makeup and how that differs to what we would normally do.
Okay, so the challenge today is to show you how I do my makeup on a day-to-day basis. I don't really know how this is going to go. I haven't worn makeup for 3 whole weeks, so my skin is, I don't know, it's alright. It's quite dry though. I do have quite dry skin, which is a little bit rubbish. But I thought before I show you how I would put my makeup on, I thought I'd show you my makeup box, which, yeah, I haven't cleaned it out in a long time, and actually I probably just need a new one. So anyway, here it goes. This is what it looks like. There's just bits thrown in there. 3 hair grips, because obviously I'm a hairdresser and they're everywhere.
So before I go any further, if I could fit all of my makeup into a box that size, it would be great. It would be great for storage. It really would. I am forever trying to condense my kit down and my own personal kit because it's just not also necessary. So yeah, maybe not that small, but I do wish that I could condense down a little bit.
Setting spray. And then a matte setting spray. So I don't really know the difference between the two, but actually I could probably just pour them into the one bottle. Seems a bit of a waste.
No. Pour them into the same bottle. They're completely different products, Charlie. Don't do that.
Eye makeup remover. I actually really like this eye makeup remover. It's really good. I apologise if I'm not looking directly at the camera all the time. It's because I'm looking at the iPad as well. It's weird. I have a little mirror, which is handy. I might need that as well, considering I've not really got a mirror to do my makeup in. My eyebrow palette, I really like this. This is probably the most professional thing I own. So there's like 3 different colours there. Oh, hi. Really like this, and I'm going to keep this out because this is something I use. I've got a really old eyeshadow palette that I've not used in years.
That eyeshadow palette looks really familiar. I'm sure I had that as a child. I'm pretty sure that's the, what are they called? I'm sure it's by Avon, and I had like that. I'm sure it's called like Purple Haze or something like that. I had that.
Contour cream shading kit. Now I don't know how to contour my face, although I've just seen there's a diagram on the back. Huh. Look at that. Tells you. Huh. Don't know if I'm brave enough to contour my face though, because it probably will just go wrong.
And if it goes wrong, that's the worst that can happen. You take it off and start again. Practice makes perfect, and now that we're in the current situation where we all have a little bit more time on our hands, now is the perfect time. So get yourself on YouTube, follow them little tutorials on the back of your product and have a go, because what is the worst that can happen?
There appears to be 2 pencil sharpeners. One of them is Grim, so
that's great because that's one thing that we always can't find. We can never find a pencil sharpener. I ordered a bulk load of them the other day, so hopefully these don't go missing.
Concealer, little tub of concealer. Lip pencil. A brush that needs to go in my brush pot. So I have a brush pot. So it's got like tweezers in it, a little pair of scissors, my cuticle pusher, brushes. The only brush I love and I actually use a lot is this face mask one. I really like it because you scoop the face mask out with this scoop, pop it on your face, and then use the brush to kind of...
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I need to ask you where you got that because I like the idea of that.
Okay, there's, hang on, 1, 2, 3 primers. I don't know why I've got 3. I'm going to use one today though, and I'm going to use up the lip list first and just get rid of it. Ah, this is one of my favourites, my white eyeliner pencil, which you guys introduced me to.
Yeah, story behind the white eyeliner. I put it on Charlie once. She loved it, suits her so much, and she went straight out and bought it. So if you like to not look like you've got too much makeup on, but you like to look a little bit fresher and brighter day to day, then take that tip and grab yourself a white eyeliner pencil like Charlie has, and it's life-changing.
An eyeshadow palette. My foundation, which is seriously running out. You can see, like, oh look, there's barely anything in there, which is probably half the reason why I've not worn makeup for 3 weeks, because I knew that I was running out and I just couldn't be bothered. And actually I don't go into town to go and buy some more.
Same here, not wasted any makeup to not be seeing anyone or doing anything, so fully taking this opportunity to not put any on. Little tip though, while we're talking MAC products, if you didn't already know, most people do know, so I'm sure I don't need to tell you this, but if you come into the end of your products, don't throw away your plastic packaging from MAC once they're all done, because if you save them up, when you get 6, MAC have a program called Back to MAC, which is a recycling program. So 6 empty plastic products you can take back to them and you'll get a free lipstick.
I've got this, which is like a contour stick. I've got like 2 contouring things, but I don't know how to contour. Seems to be a bit of a waste. Liquid eyeliner. Eyeliner pencil. Like a lip cream. I've never used it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lipsticks. But I really like the smell of MAC lipsticks. I don't know what it is, but they smell like I just want to eat them.
We have a lot of people say that about the MAC lipsticks and the MAC foundation. It's kind of a love it or hate it kind of thing. Some people really can't stand it and think that it smells plasticky and like that makeup that you had when you was a kid. But lots of people love it. It's got quite a distinctive smell.
And that's pretty disgusting. This is the bottom. Oh, I don't know if I should be showing you. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, lovely. But I'm not gonna lie, all of our personal makeup collection looks a little bit like that at the bottom. There's just no getting past it really. It's just the way it goes.
Yum. And floating around in there is some hair. Delicious. Okay, let's do my makeup like I would on an everyday day. Oh, I'm just squeezing out my Luxe blender because I do use Luxe blenders.
Yes, best thing already. You're doing great. You've got your Luxe blender, you've had it soaking in water and you're squeezing it out. Perfect. Can't go wrong from here.
I've got one more left that's brand new. This one's brand new today. I've popped it in the water to get chunky. This is my old one. Size difference. This one's bigger because it's been in water. Right, okay, how do I generally start? Okay, let's put some primer on. I always start with a bit of primer. I don't know how much I'm meant to use, but generally like that. And then just kind of dab it, dab. Oh, my hands are cold now, they've been in that water. Okay, primer done. Okay, so then I would go straight in with my foundation. And I know the girls don't do this. I know they start off with the eyebrows and the eyes and things like that. But I'm staying true to what I would do on a day-to-day basis. And I always just do my foundation. And obviously this has got barely...
Which is fine, to be honest. When you're doing your own makeup and you're not doing loads of eyeshadow or anything like that, then there's no reason to be doing your eyes first. The main reason we do eyes first in the studio is because people come in wanting full glam makeup, so we're putting lots of eyeshadow on, and we run the risk of that falling down onto the face if we're doing that after the foundation. So we do get this question a lot: do people have to do their eyes first in the same way that we do in the studio? And the answer is no. You do it whichever way you like. There's no rules of makeup
in there, so I'm gonna squeeze this out, like squeeze it out. Oh yeah, I got some. And to be fair, I don't really wear a lot of foundation anyway.
I do feel privileged that Charlie has saved her last dregs of foundation to be used for this video though. Dedication.
So there's a bit there, and I would generally just blob it around my face first, just so I know that I've got a bit in everywhere that I kind
of... Blob it is the best technical term I've ever heard. So blob it on your face.
Kind of need it ready for me to blend. Make sense? Okay, so I will try and stay looking at the camera, but I'm going to have my little mirror just to the side of the camera so I can see what I'm doing, but you can still see on the video what I do. Oh, look. Right, okay, ready? Let's do this.
So that is the best blender technique that I've seen anyone use. I have literally just filmed this video for this face that I have on now, and as part of my video I'm talking about the way that I hold my blender and the way that I push it and kind of like gently roll it onto my skin as well, because you'll get a better finish and coverage for it. People really quickly just like bashing it onto their face, whereas if you press it and roll it a little bit more and use a little bit firmer pressure but hold the blender quite gently so you're not poking your fingers into it and slicing it, then it's just a much better way. I think as well this video really shows just how soft the Luxe blender is. You can really see it working in action there.
And then like always go like onto the ear a little bit and blend it down onto my neck.
This is literally like music to my ears. The amount of times, see obviously Charlie's heard me say it a million times, hasn't she? Blend it onto the ear, behind the ear, down the neck. She's got it.
Foundation on. Then I use this little brush, which obviously needs cleaning because it's grim. And I get my concealer, which I think I should always probably put on before I put foundation on, but I don't. I do it the other way, so yeah. And I just pop a little dab there, a little dab there, dab there, dab there. And then
again, there's no rules, but we personally put concealer on after foundation, so yeah, all good, all good.
Just whatever. So I used to use this shade all the time, and then I learnt from Abbie that you're meant to go a shade lighter. So I generally now use this one unless I want that one for a little bit more of a impact look. I don't know what you call it. Just want them a bit darker.
Yeah, so what we tend to do, because obviously you've got the shade, you've got your actual eyebrow hairs there and they've got colour to them already. So as soon as you're putting something that's too dark into your eyebrow hairs, that's added to the colour of your eyebrow hairs naturally, so it's just going to look quite intense and quite dark. So what we tend to do is go slightly lighter to start with, and then you can always build it up and darken it from there, rather than it going on and it being too bold and dark straight away. She's doing good, she's doing good. I'm quite impressed so far.
My eyeliner, my white eyeliner, just on the waterline here. Nicely done. I only got these because the Luxe girls introduced me to it and now I absolutely love it.
Oh yes, she can't be without a white liner now. If you want something that's a little bit more intense than that MAC one, that's the MAC white pencil, which is more of a softer natural one. If you do want it to be like a blinding white, then we suggest the NYX Milk Jumbo Pencil. That one's great too.
And obviously the Luxe girls taught me how to put lip pencil on, because actually, it's hard to show you, but I've got my lip line, but I also have like a little bit of a line underneath as well. So I just never really was sure like what to do with it. And now I just include it, so I have.
You should always include it. So my best friend Vicky, she says this all the time. She says, don't draw too big because that part isn't part of my lip. Vicky, it is part of your lip. Same as it's part of Charlie's lip. Loads of people have like a double lip line, and on most cases, well, it's hard to say. It's a case by case basis, but for these in particular, it is part of their lip. So just draw that tiny bit on. It's completely different when it's your bottom lip as well. It's not like it's your top lip where you can look like a clown because you've drawn it on like massive. It's a millimetre of difference on the bottom. So include it. You can see on that video as well that is definitely part of the lip. So yeah, make the most of it. Make the most of what's there and make them look as full as you can. Another little tip, when you're doing lip liner, if you're struggling to keep I saw Charlie kind of going backwards and forwards like this, use your little finger, place that on your chin and use that as like a little anchor, so then you can kind of pivot a little bit more. Your hand's anchored here and you can just move slightly, so you've got a bit more of a steady hand to work with. It makes it a lot easier.
So I would just dab it on, and actually I would only kind of go for kind of earthy tones anyway, because I just kind of like earthy tones more than anything.
Which is perfect because they're exactly the tones that suit Charlie. So being a hairdresser, Charlie kind of understands the different tones and colours. So she's definitely got it bang on there.
Anyway, so that's like me finished, complete. My daytime look and my kind of evening look. Obviously, you can see that I don't wear a lot of foundation. I probably should put a little bit more on, I don't know, but I quite like my freckles when they come out. You can kind of see them on my forehead. So yeah, let me know what you think.
I love it. I think she did such a good job. There was so much there that was just a bang on. So you don't always have to use loads of foundation. There's not always any need. This is just Charlie's day-to-day makeup. She doesn't like the feel or the look of loads of foundation on her skin. So yeah, go you. I wish I could be a bit more like that. A big thank you to Charlie for being involved in this. I'm going to tag Charlie below. So Charlie is a hairdresser. She specialises in bridal hair. She is amazing. I've worked with her loads on bridal bookings. She does travel up and down the country, so make sure you check her out, and I will see you next time. Bye.